So the next heading, the masculine plural in the nasab and jar form. Again, this is the last letter of the singular masculine word, and this is the rest of the word. What you have to do is put a kasra below the last letter and then add a sakin ya followed by a noon with fatha. This will give you an ina sound. Ina sound. There was a fatha here and kasra here, but here it is kasra here and fatha here. So quickly, Badr Arif, Muslimina, excellent. Mujriman, can you make an attempt? Mujriman is the singular, what will the plural? Excellent, mashallah, mashallah. Mujrimina, Hafizina, Hafizina, Zahidan, Zahidina, excellent. Munafiqin, Umair, Munafiqina, Shakirin, Shakirina. You know the meanings of all? Zahid, a pious person; Munafiq, a hypocrite; Shakir, a thankful person. All are masculine, as the heading is masculine plural. Brother Imran, Sajidun, plural. Sajiduna, excellent. Hafizin, Brother Iftikhar, carefully. Plural, it is musanna. Excellent. Athar, Hakiman, very good. Keep on, now we can do both musanna and plural. Brother Imran, Sajidani, Sajiduna. Brother Iftikhar, Hafizaini and Hafizina. Hakimaini, musanna, and Hakimina is the plural. Jama. Then Alimin. No, first musanna. Alimaini is musanna, Alimina is Jama. Katibun, Katibani, Katibuna. Zakirin. You know, I told you that main thing in Arabic language is Arab. If you are not careful about Arab, forget about Arabic. If Arab is in your full control, then inshallah Arabic is with you. No problem. So Katibun, Katibani, Katibuna. And Zakirin. Your name, brother? Zumbir. MashaAllah. Brother Zumbir. This is Katibun. Katibani, musanna, and Katibuna is plural. Very good. Brother Rahman. Zakirin.
Zakirani. Zakiruna. Zakirina.
Zakiraini, Zakirina. Khashiun, the one who fears. Nadeem. Khashi'ani, Khashi'una. So I've written the meanings of those words also for you. Sajid is the one who makes sajda, who prostrates. Hafiz is the guard. Hakim is the ruler. Alim is a scholar. Katib is a writer. Zakir is the one who remembers, and Khashi' is the one who fears. Feminine, plural. Jama, muannath. Again, the rule being the same. The last letter of the concerned masculine singular. Remember, this small line again stands not for the last letter of the feminine word, but last letter of the concerned masculine singular word, and the longer line is for the rest of the word. What you have to do is put a fatha on it and then add an alif with this full ta. One is the ta marbuta. This is the full ta, long, always written like this. Remember, this plural, the ta of plural will always be written like this. Then it will be divided into two. If it is rafa form, then it will be having dhamma on ta, and in other two cases, it will be having a kasra. So this is for rafa, and this is for nasab and jar. Now it's very again, that confusion should be out of your mind, that i'rab means the kasra, fatha and dhamma. Here this is the nasab form also and jar form also, both having the kasra below the ta. This is the singular feminine form, full masculine word, then after that ta. Remove this ta. Now we only have this word, the masculine word, and then you have to add, you have to give fatha to the last letter of the concerned masculine word, noun, and then you have to add, alif to it, and then this full ta. And then in case it is rafa, you have just to give dhamma over it, and if it is the nasab or jar, both, any one of them, then you have to put kasra over it, below it. In two cases, both nasab and jar, this will be the form. So what will be the sound? In this case, it will sound like atun, and this will sound like atin, qanitatun. Now if you split, this is the masculine part, so we will get qanita, and then you have to add alif to this, and then ta to make qanitatun. Beg your pardon?
That will be Rafa form.
Yes, this is rafa form also. So fasalihatu qanitatun. In Surah An-Nisa you have the ayah that fasalihatu, so the righteous women are obedient. Fasalihatu qanitatun, then hafizatun, singular is hafizatun. Fasalihatu qanitatun hafizatun. Again you split it, this is the masculine word in that form, masculine part. So hafiz, fatha, and then you have to add alif to this, hafizatun. For your convenience, you can make it dotted. This is the addition. The ayah in the Surah An-Nisa is fasalihatu qanitatun hafizatun. So the righteous women are those who are qanitat, the obedient, hafizatun, and watchful to their chastity, obedient to their husbands and watchful to their chastity. So we can have some other examples. So abidun, abidan, abidin, abidatun, abidatan, abidatin, abidani, abidaini, abidaini, abidatani, abidataini, abidataini, abiduna, abidina, abidina, abidatun, abidatin, abidatin. This way it's better to do it this way. Abidun, abidani, abiduna, abidan, abidaini, abidina, abidin, abidaini, abidina, abidatun, abidatani, abidatun, abidatan, abidataini, abidatin, abidatin, abidataini, abidatin. You see, you are doing it yourself. You go with the method. Inshallah, Arabic will not be difficult for you. But when you jump all of a sudden into the vocabulary, then you are really in a trouble. So now, how much ability of making vocabulary you have been? You have got a lot of ability today. I give you one and you can make 18 out of it. And it's not only one. Any noun given to you, now you can make 18 out of it. So this is the, I think, the quickest and the fastest form of learning a language. And that is the miracle of Arabic language. I told you, this was selected as the language of Quran on merit. So here, it's a proof before you. And I told you on the first day, the ayah from the Quran, Surah Al-Qamar, that Allah has made Quran easy for understanding. And since the language of Quran is Arabic, it has to be easy. So here is the proof. Inshallah, when you will pass out, you will be having the vocabulary of in thousands, inshallah. And that will not be by memorizing, by applying. Mushrikan, mushrikaini, mushrikina. Mushrikina. Mushrikin. Mushrikaini, same one. Mushrikaini. Then mushrikina. I hope I don't have to use the method by which I learned. MashaAllah, mushrikatun. Next, mushrikatani, mushrikatun. Mushrikatan. Mushrikataini. Mushrikatin. Mushrikatin. Mushrika. Taini.
Mushrikatin.
Mushrikatin. Do you feel confident now? You will be able to do it? Inshallah.
Without the chart?
Inshallah, you'll be able to do without chart. You can consult chart when you feel difficulty, but try to do it by yourself. The number one under the heading of the 4 things to be known about a noun. And what is that? Whether the kind of noun, which means whether the noun is definite or indefinite. The kind. It was number 1 in Roman? Regular number 1. Kind. What does it mean? Whether the noun is definite or indefinite. In Arabic, the definite will be called ma'rafa. Ma'rafa. Actually, this is a ta, which is pronounced as ha because waqf is done here. Ma'rafa. And the indefinite is called nakira. 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 So as in case of gender, we learnt only the feminine part, and we said if it's not proved to be feminine, the noun will be treated as masculine. So here we will only learn the marfa part, and if it is not proved to be marfa, we will consider the noun to be nakira. So we will study the types of marfa or the types of definite nouns. Marfa are definite. There are 7 types of ism marfa are the definite nouns. It's of 7 types. Number 1, the proper noun. The proper noun of a person, place, or the brand name of a product. The proper noun in Arabic it is called alam. The sign of recognition, alamat. So we all are human beings, right? We all are men, but each one of us has got its proper name also, which is his recognition. I am recognized with the name Abdus Sami. So Abdus Sami is my alam, my proper name. There are many towns, many cities. New York is the proper name of this town, this city. You understand my point? Then there are car. It's a common noun. But Mercedes or Toyota or Ford, they are the brand names of the particular cars. So they are proper names. So a car and a Mercedes. So Mercedes is the proper name. So this is called ism alam. This is always a proper noun, remember that. This is always a definite noun. Whatsoever is the noun, but when you name that particular thing, a particular object, you name it especially as a proper name, it will be treated as marfa or definite noun. Number 2, definite noun formed by the addition of alif lam, by the addition of al, and this in English is parallel to, comparable to the a pen, the pen, with the addition of al. Al nur kitabun, it's a nakira, a book. Al kitabu, the book. The book is marfa, you know, it becomes a definite book. Or the whole class is covered with that. Both are the possibilities. The book means a particular book or the whole class of book. Similarly, kitabun means a book, and al kitabu means the book or the book, and it covers both the particular book also or the whole class of books also. Cow, a cow. The cow means both. A specific cow will also be called the cow, and the whole class of cow is also called the cow. A dog and the dog. So the dog will be a particular dog also, and the whole class of dog also. The dog is a faithful animal. What does it mean? All the dogs are faithful animals. So the same is the usage of al. It will be a particular thing, person or object, or it will be the whole class. So to indicate both, the al will be added, but the bottom line is that whenever there is an addition of alif lam to an indefinite noun, it will make it a definite noun. Number 3, asma'ul ishara. Asma is the plural of ism. Ism means noun. Asma'ul ishara, that is the demonstrative nouns, like in English this, these, that, and those. This in Arabic is for masculine hada, and for feminine Hadihi. These is common gender haulai. Haulai. That for masculine is dhalika, and for feminine is tilka. You know it already. And those is a common gender in Arabic, and that is ulaika. Ulaika. So these are the demonstrative nouns. What's the function of these nouns? They make the thing definite. A marker, it can be any marker. This marker, right? A man, that man. No, when I say that man, no, the man is specific. So it has become definite. So very logical. Number 4, dhamair means pronouns. What's a pronoun? In English, what's a pronoun?
الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله